Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today we are still at home. It's a Wednesday, so I don't normally have to go into university on a Wednesday, but today I am ready, I'm dressed, I'm ready to rock and roll anyway, because I'm heading on out. I'm going for a job interview. Yeah. This is my second interview well, it's not my second in-person interview. I had to do, oh my eyes. I handed in like an application form, answered like a couple of questions online, and my CV got me through to a telephone interview. Telephone interview, I did like some maths questions to figure out how I think, answered some other standard questions, and then that got me through to the second interview, which is today. It's 5 hours long, starting at 10 o'clock, ending at 3 o'clock. Well, it said it can go up to 5 hours, so it depends on how interesting you are, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's got a verbal and written test in it. It says 3 to 4 hours, although in some cases it could be 5. And then it says it's got written and verbal technical test. And then they'll be given as a flavour for how it is working there, which is the most important thing, because it will be in their offices and stuff. And that is, in my opinion, the single most important thing about the job is like what the working environment is like, and what the environment's like, and what the people there are like, because it could be the best job in the world, but if you're working with a bunch of arseholes, then you're not going to enjoy it. So yes, so I'm pretty excited, to say the least. Should we just, before I stand there in the glorious sunlight, should we close the bathroom so you're not just like staring at the toilet? Yeah, so I have that interview starting, wow, it's annoyingly, because it starts at 10. 10's a little bit too late for me, because it's like I'm now sitting waiting for it. But yeah, like I've figured out like half the things that I want to try and mention and all that kind of stuff, and it's just a case of being yourself with interviews and stuff. If any one of you's going to an interview, I've got one piece of advice. One piece of advice, and that's about life in general, really. Life is 90% confidence, 10% substance. If you're confident enough, you can do virtually anything, and there's no point, like, going to an interview. It's very important to just stay confident and like you know what you're doing and that you've got control, because as soon as you start to have that like seed of doubt where you're like, oh, I'm not really, I don't really know what I'm doing or whatever, then that is going to like grab hold of you and ruin you. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited to head down there. I've got a couple of questions for them. Like I've got two coming up, and this is the one that is like my favourite one, which I will openly say, because to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure the other one is of the right kind of job style that I wanted, because I'm very picky. I'm a very picky boy, and yeah, so it's pretty exciting. It's also in the centre of town as well, which is actually a really good place, because obviously everywhere can get to the centre of town. Laura works in the centre of town, so that sounds good to me. So yeah, I am excited. Just got like half an hour to kill before I can even get there. It says that they wear like t-shirt and jeans, so you're more than welcome to dress down. So I've decided to wear like this blue polo shirt, which is one of my favourite polo shirts. It's blue, honest, it's not black. And then black jeans, and then not slippers, but I'll be wearing my pointy point shoes. Not those, they're not pointy enough. So I'll be wearing my winkle pickers, and then I'll be wearing this coat and scarf because it's cold outside. I was going to wear a hoodie, but my hoodies are really like old and tatty now. I need a new hoodie. So it's like fraying at the seams, because I've had it for like 2-3 years, bless it. So, but yeah, otherwise I'm literally just trying to kill time. So like I'm planning on leaving in like 20 minutes or so. I've got my bag ready, done the washing up, I've done everything. So also tonight, I'm going to be finished in this about 3. If it lasts 5 hours, and then I will be heading down, staying in town centre for a bit to pick up Christmas cards, and then to hang around for Laura so that she comes out. I'm taking my laptop down with me, it's just on charge there, so I can just like hole up in a cafe and wait for her. And then we'll be coming back here, we're going to be having dinner, and then we're going to be going snooker. I don't think Laura's coming snooker, I don't think she wants to come, so it's just going to be me and Josh, I believe, which means I might be able to rinse Laura for a lift. But the town centre, traffic wise, is a mess. Apparently there's a roundabout, Bear Pit roundabout in Bristol, which is quite a central one. It's quite an important roundabout. Apparently the traffic lights just aren't working, so it's like had a huge knock-on effect on traffic on both days, on yesterday and today. It's going to be fixed tonight apparently. So. But yeah, that's life, lol. Right, smart. Pointy emote, point, look at there. I used to wear these all the time, but then like they're so pointy that I've had this bit like re-glued 3 or 4 times, and I thought, like, fuck it, I'll have to go back down to like normal, non quite so pointy shoes. And now I put them on and they're so comfortable, but you forget how pointy they are and you start kicking stuff. Because I've got like an extra, oh man. Anyway, phone, keys, camera, keys. Phone, keys, camera, wallet. Got my wallet. Don't need anything else. What are my keys? They're in my back pocket, sorry. We're in town. Now let's head over there. Town is really, really strange. I've got mittens on. Town is really, really strange this early in the morning. And it's also freezing. But I'm 20 minutes early, so I can't rock up now, can I? I'm trying to take the long way around and keep warm by walking. Oh, the efforts to try and look smart and keep warm. Oh. Okay, I think it's going well. Just done all of my tests. I've got an interview at 1. I'm just leaving for lunch now. So we're at the top of a very tall tower. You're really fucking tall. So I regret doing this. I'm not going down the stairs. Bloody lift. I'm not doing any more exercise ever again. So I'm going to go a very roundabout way so I can talk to you, but I'm going to head to Bristol Library and see if they'll let me in. I don't have my documents with me, but I have access to it, so I'll be like, hey look, can I do it with an email version of my document please? Really enjoyed that that interview and stuff. We did a couple of like tests on a computer, like IQ tests more or less, and then they were like like problem solving kind of tests and things like that, puzzly tests on the computer. They were great. And then we did like 2 programming kind of tests with, you had a limited number of functions and you had to solve some problems, and then I was like verbally walking through how I do it with 2 developers. I think they were the 2 developers that I spoke to on the phone as well on my telephone interview. So that was good. Then went out for lunch, which is where I saw that cute duck thing. Bloody hell. Just climb Mount Everest here, shall I? But went back and then I had a lovely interview with, I think it was just a HR interview, so I'm not sure if, because this was introduced to me as the second interview. It wasn't sold as like assessment centre day or something like that. I just kind of called it an assessment centre day because it was up to 5 hours long. So, I've done enough steps, man. Let's walk around this park. Oh man. So yeah, I had this lovely interview with the office manager. She was really, really nice. So I got to know her, she got to know me a bit, and I just got like a really good vibe from the entire place. I'd like really like to get to the next step, whatever the next step be it an offer or a technical interview. I can't imagine not doing some kind of team-based thing, which is why I think there might be another step after this. But I don't know. They said they'd get back to me in 2 days. So, sounds good. Sounds good to me. Otherwise though, I'm in town. I just walked to go get some Christmas cards. By some Christmas cards, I mean 1 Christmas card. There's only 1 person I ever buy a Christmas card for, because I don't see the point in Christmas cards, but they do. And, squirrel, hey, mister. No. What you doing? What you doing, mister? I think he's running away from birds, not me. Hello. Now look at these guys, look, fucking leave me alone. Also, actually, I had my lunch today. It was really funny. I had my lunch by the harbour side, and I was looking at that like thing. And I had, they gave me a sandwich at the place, and then they sent me, like, I could have had it there, but it's like really daunting to have your lunch in a room with people you don't know. So I left, went to go get like an apple, and I got some popcorn from the Sainsbury's, like them little sweet and salt. Oh, so many squirrels. Yeah, they had this, I bought popcorn basically, and I was just eating it, and then I dropped a piece of popcorn, and a pigeon came for it. And then 3 more pigeons came for it, and they all had a fight. And then like 20 pigeons came and just had a fight over this bit of popcorn that I dropped. It was all my fault. So, god damn it. Yeah, that's me done for the day. I don't really want to have an unproductive afternoon, so I'm going to try and get into Bristol Library. I have, like I say, I've signed up for the thing that gives me access. I just don't have it says bring a printed out version of this email and your ID. And I don't have a printed out version of that email. So I have the email. So I'm going to see if I can reasonable way in and then do some work, and then I'll come home with Laura. If I can't do that, then I'll just go into town, pick up one last thing, and then go home with Laura. So there we go. This just seems a lot more full, and then like walking through here at 9 in the morning, pretty drab, it's got to be said. I wanted to come to Cafe Nero and write out a review of The Surface, which I was supposed to do a long time ago and never got around to. I really want to write one anyway, because it's been a long time since I've blogged anything, and I have some interesting views, I think, on this surface. So, and I'm just going to now head off to go and pick up Laura from work, and then we're going to head back home. Although the buses may be a little bit slow today because the traffic doesn't look nice at all. But yeah, so it's been relatively productive. It hasn't been work productive, but it has been like kind of work productive, just not uni productive. So yeah, it was like, I really do want to write that report, that review, and it's kind of going well, to be fair. I enjoyed it. It's been a bit creative for a change. Jesus. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a time jump on our hands. Since I've last talked to you, I went to go pick up Laura, and then we got stuck on buses and stuff. We got on a nice early bus, and then that bus decided to hit another car, so we had to get off that bus, and then ended up being like 4 buses behind ourselves, and then fucking got home late. So we got home, quickly had dinner and made some sandwiches, and then I headed out to go play some snooker. Played some snooker with Josh and a couple of his mates. So that was really good fun. Just been like playing there. I've just walked down with them. Laura's picking me up because we live like awkwardly far away now. So yeah, Laura's been picking me up and she's on her way now. I just walked down there with them before, like, so I don't stand here on my own basically like a lemon. Yeah, snooker was good. Obviously it's always good to catch up with Josh because like I literally haven't seen him in like 4 months. So like 3-4 months, it's great. So just like being able to have a little catch up on a chinwag doesn't go amiss. Doesn't go amiss at all. But yeah, his friends are interesting because they're quite different to like Josh and I, because Josh and I have like quite similar views on things, and they have quite like drastically different views, which I'm surprised about. But anyway, so yeah, but it was good fun, jolly good fun as per usual. But I'm gonna head home now. It's 10 o'clock, so, or it will be by the time I get home. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna render you out, get you uploaded. Tomorrow's a Thursday, long day on campus. It's busy last couple of days really. Long day on campus working, and then we have Friday where I've got another job interview. So yeah, cool. Thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch you later.